Tontan, South Wales' leading home rental sunbed company, offer the very latest in tanning technology. With something to suit everyone's needs, you can tan at home anytime at your own leisure. For information on special offers and sales, visit the website www.tontan.com.
Remember, you don't have to go to town to go brown.
Call Tontan today on 01443 675 556.
Okay, Cork, the meeting's just finished. 2 weeks ago we arranged this meeting here. It's been a pretty good turnout. What do you think?
Oh, it's excellent, and what's good about it is we've got more, really good people involved now today who's going to help take it to the next stage. We've got people volunteering to go on the steering committee, and that's what it's all about, getting into the next stage, because whatever steering committees formulated now will then be dissolved when the AGM is done, because everything got to be voted on democratically then, but we need to get to that stage.
And I noticed that the AM for the Ronda turned up again today. He's getting involved. Is he going to be on the committee?
Well, no, something like Leighton is the status figure as far as I'm concerned. He's a Labour councillor, but he didn't come because of that. He's actually an AM for the Ronda, but no, Leighton came as a supporter, not as a member of Parliament, or anything like that. Leighton have just come to help us as a supporter, because he is a Cardiff supporter. He's not coming. If he can help us in any way because he is a politician, I expect he will, but that's not the reason he's here today. The reason he's here is because he's a fan of the club, The
third meeting in, are you feeling even more positive than it was at the last one?
Well, we'll have some, not behind closed meetings, but we'll have meetings now with a new formulated committee. Now, in the next meeting will be a big open meeting where I hope over 100 people will turn up. And then we'll have a proper meeting where you can get wheelchairs into, because we had no access here today, which was things like that we've got to look at, We've got to make sure it's inclusive to everybody. We might even have a signer there if somebody's deaf. We've got to look at all these things, because it's a proper organisation. Now, it's not like we do with the Rams. We tried our best, me and Gwyn, but we never had any organisational skills in the Rams. This is a proper... it's a proper sort of organisation. It's all legal and binding, and everything got to be done right, and it will be done right.
And again, as I mentioned, 2 weeks in, I've noticed now that you mentioned today you've got a website set up dedicated to this as well.
Yes, we've got our own website. That'll be built. That'll be a growing thing now. On there will be there's a form on it now which you can fill in and download, and you can get it. You can put on it whether you're interested in the trust, And then eventually we will be looking for members, But that's to come. We're very much at the beginning at the moment, You
mentioned earlier you asked for volunteers. What was the response there?
Oh, fantastic. We probably have too many volunteers now, but that's a good thing as well. There's always plenty to do, and the good thing about the volunteers is not the numbers, it's the quality of what they do, They saw their jobs.
Professional people.
Oh, very professional people,
57 people turned out today. Happy with that?
57, I expected 10 or 12.
Very happy then.
Yeah, it shows the level of interest, and I didn't want to start talking about crisis at the football club and things like that. We don't want to be talking, but we're just trying to do something positive. The fans can't do anything about scoring a goal on the pitch. We can't play football. We can't do anything that happens in the boardroom because we're not on the board. So what can the fans do? Pay their money and clap their hands? No, we can do more than that. We can form a trust and try and have some influence in the future, or perhaps not us, perhaps our children.
You visited loads of various different websites, organisations to gain help. Lots of people have come forward who run trusts like this to help you. Do you want to mention a few?
Yeah, I'm Phil Sumler from Swansea City. He's offered to help. There's Mark Evans from River Tidwell Trust. They're the two I've contacted. Somebody will come down from Wimbledon, which is one of the biggest trusts in all the country, although not in numbers, but it's the best run one. If I phoned any of the trust leaders, there's 129 trusts, I bet you that none of them would refuse to come. But we've done a lot of the work today. All we're doing in this open meeting is explaining to people what a trust is, really. I've done it a bit wrong, actually. What we should have done is form a little committee first to lead up to an open meeting. Because I wanted to be open and exclusive, I didn't do that behind closed doors. I'd done it in front of everybody, so everybody could see what was happening. I done that on purpose, but really I've done it the wrong way round, really.
In 2 months' time, you can have the big opening meeting. Yeah. What would your message be now through our cameras to the fans?
It'll be the same as what it was today, really. It'll just be more people involved, and the proper people then who run these trusts throughout Great Britain will be there, and they'll be able to explain it far better than what I would. But even from the response today, I don't have one negative response from this meeting today with 57 people here, But when the proper people from the trust who run all these trusts come to a meeting, they can answer any question anybody asks, and they can really promote what a trust is about far better than what I can,
Mike Morris, the message board, turned up today. You were here at the very first meeting, couldn't make the second meeting. Obviously, you must have seen the difference today in the way everything's progressing.
Yeah, well, it's coming on. People are interested. People are willing to put their time and commitment into it, and people have got the ultimate aim of helping towards the football club and helping represent the supporters, in being a voice for it.
You've been involved in setting up the website as well, I believe, and that's been a success already, isn't it?
Yeah, natural progression. I've got the sort of main Cardiff City unofficial website up there anyway, so it seems sensible as the amount of people that use that to push the trust information as well onto them. So we've got a trust website set up. That'll be built upon now. All the forms that you see moving around, minutes of meetings, downloads, intent forms, the whole lot can all be added to it, and the website will become a central point, and it's a worldwide point. It's not just for the people who can make meetings in Cardiff. You've got people all over the world who are going to want to be knowing what's happening, and the website is going to be a great point from that. And with the input of all these people, the work that they'll do with forms, documents, write-ins, creating things, I can put all that together, and when it comes around now to choosing who's going to be part of the group, they'll all help with it as well, and it'll be an open thing that anyone will be able to contribute into the website and help out with it, and it'll be a good place to come.
And as you mentioned, the website, obviously that's a door to the whole world, and you're getting a lot of interest from fans all over the world at the moment. I know that there's feedback that I've read on there. Yeah,
everywhere. There's clubs around the world the boys have set up in Australia. I've got interest at the minute in America of a guy who wants to set up a similar thing to Bluebirds Down Under. Scandinavia, there's quite a bit of interest coming in, as well as all over the UK, and all of these people can all contribute towards it, and is worldwide. If the interest can become worldwide, then brilliant.
Okay, joining me now, Rob Keegan. Rob has been here since, virtually the beginning. You've been helping the rest of the guys. I believe last week you set up a bank account as well. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, in terms of what we're trying to do, there's been a lot of talk about helping the club and doing various things, and it's about time people stop talking about it and getting on with it, basically. And in terms of the bank account, I work for a bank, so I was quite happy to use my expertise there in order to set something up.
Have you noticed that there are people from various different fields who can, sort of help in various different ways because of their profession, maybe?
Most definitely. We talked about it in the week, and we talked about it today as well. There's a lot of people with a lot of different skills. On their own, they can't bring a lot to the party, but collectively they can do absolutely loads of things, and they can make a difference.
So since the word go, are you impressed with the way things are going?
Definitely, yeah. I think what initial concern with a lot of people was this is just an extension of the Rams or the Sporters Club. It's not. It's totally different. And the aim of it is to get a voice within the club. We can influence the club to do things for the better of the club and the community as a large.
And today's response?
Fantastic, again. Yeah.
Over 57 people here today, so that's impressive.
Well, I think the first meeting was 23, second meeting 57, and we haven't even got to a stage where we had an open meeting yet. So, if we can get to a few hundred members in no time at all, which I'm sure we can, then this is going to take off.
The only lady here today, but you've been involved since the start. Tell me your thoughts on the way things are going.
It's something that we really need in this club. We need a voice that represents the mass of us supporters, and I'm very much approve of what we've done today. I hope it will go ahead, and I hope people will learn to trust it, and more particularly I hope that Cardiff City Club themselves will learn to listen to our voice.
How long have you supported Cardiff City?
More than 20 years. My husband is the chairman of the Disabled Association, and so for the past few years we've been coming because of that, but we've been fans for years, even before my husband was disabled. So
we've got a various cross-member of fans here as well, which is good, all representing the main cause, which is to see a voice maybe on the board of directors one day. Is that what your ultimate aim is as well?
Me personally, I can't imagine it.
Not personally, no.
Yes, I'd like to see every group represented, particularly it's not only men that come to football, it's the women, it's the children. Yes, we need support, we need a voice from everyone.